Okay, so the next one. Did they tell you everything? That was never viable. I asked, did you know that your days were numbered? He said automatically yes. He knew his days were. He knew he was gonna probably end up getting killed for what he was trying to do, what he's trying to talk about. I asked, what did Forrestal tell you? And I got back, he did lots of off radar.
Radar.
Yeah, it came back as off radar, but I assumed it meant radar.
Yeah.
So basically I said it must have been he told me lots under the radar, or maybe he did lots under the radar, not in the public view. I mean,
right.
Maybe one or both. So that was the one. And then, were you focused on going to the moon and what might be revealed in the end? He said, I was less concerned with the moon. So I think at the end of the day, I mean, the space race was one thing. I don't know if he knew, there's already bases over there that we're going to find these things there. He probably wasn't read into all that, but he probably wasn't surprised if it was true, or who knows? I don't know.
But let's also remember William Tompkins' comment about the moon, right?
Yeah.
So he could know. Just imagine that's so for people who don't know that, William Tompkins basically says the alien command center is artificial construct, and it's been there for 12,000 years, I think. And like, it influences our reality. It influences how we think, how we feel. And
David Icke says that. A lot of people talk about,
yeah. And that, so it's very hard for us to understand. If they had that knowledge then, like, where did that come from? There's a lot of questions that, so.
I agree. Yeah. So that I thought was worth asking, but I think, sounds like he's less concerned with everything going on, with what else. He just wanted to maybe break up. The money was a big factor, the way
sure.
He knew the budget was out of control and all the spending going to the military industrial complex, all of that. So, and I think there's much more on the ground to take care of, I'm sure is what he was trying to say. Were you trying to prevent the Cold War scenario? So this was kind of the final question I was asking, or that I got to ask anyway. So were you trying to prevent the Cold War scenario? What was the most important message regarding this topic? So anything he wanted to say about that. And so this is the longest message that came through, and the one that I still don't know the part how to decipher it. But he said, with intel, Barnabas, the word Barnabas, Barnabus, with intel, Barnabas, great B. That was one part of it. And then it kind of like stopped. We stopped getting anything coming through. And then again, it started again and said, for the people, no garish, Garish, no garish, no more garish. So it was like twice. A mere lead pulse of the nation. I mean, this is literally what's coming through. And then votes don't matter. No age will teach no, no age will teach no. And maybe he meant no age will teach no one. I don't know, but then it just stopped. So think about that. Think about, like, the first part, no idea what he's saying. And I'd still like somebody to hope.
Code. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a name. It's something to do with the war. I don't know.
And your question was, what's the most important message regarding the Cold War? And was he trying to prevent it? Okay. Interesting.
Right. And so he said, a mere lead pulse of the nation. Votes don't matter. Like, think about how important that message is. Votes don't matter.
Yeah.
Imagine him. And this was done about 4 years ago, but I really do think, I would feel bad if I didn't get this out to the world and share it and see what to make of it. But so that was the last real big message.